let the guitar scream. We're talking wrestling, living the dream. From Tokyo to London, across the globe, respecting the craft, we're in the know. No gimmicks or fakes, just pure passion and skill. The best talents from every wrestling hill. We dive deep into the stories behind the rail. Respecting the craft, making the fans sing. Respect the craft, making the fans sing. Respect the craft, respect the fight. We bring the best, we can't hide.
And we are live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode number 345, and I'm joined once again by my good brother here, Frankie Pickard. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? Just out there living life.
Man, that's what we love to hear. That's what we love to hear. We're back. We're back with another edition here. And, we got lots to discuss.
Yeah, we definitely do, bro.
So before we go to the elephant in the room, I want to remind everyone one of the main reasons we are here is going to be Monsoon, the 5th anniversary event that will be happening this Saturday night. If you haven't already, make sure you get your tickets now. It is going to be a stacked event. Tickets are going fast. As you see, the stacked lineup right there that includes this man that I'm talking to. But Frankie, we got to talk about the road to this, because it really all starts just a little while ago at Mount Olympus, where you do the unthinkable and turn your back on Blocks, or what we saw as turning your back on Blocks. Please explain from your side of things what actually occurred on that night.
And look, I'm not going to sugarcoat. I was never, a person that sugarcoats things and be like, I did it for the people. I did it for this person. I did it for now. See, the point is, I have an issue. Like the Daily Sense was supposed to be a family. We stick together and then we be together. But the problem with that is just the situation was, I've been trying to get in contact with him. Now, granted, sometimes you have a lot of issues, car issues, family issues. I understand that. I understand. But when you have, when you don't call your brother and be like, hey, man, look, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. And I'm sitting there with my head up my ass trying to figure out what the heck is going on and making phone calls. Like, I feel some type of way, because it feels like, it's like, how you in a relationship and you and you like, yo, man, I can't get in contact with my girl. What's up with my girl? This, that, and the third. But this shouldn't even be like that. Me and him was supposed to be brothers. We supposed to be boys. And then, I had to find out from somebody else and everything else. I've been trying to get in contact. We haven't stayed in contact of, what's going on, what it is. I had to do stuff myself. And then it made me realize, it's like, look, man, I can do bad by myself. I don't need no help from nobody else. Not for Blocks. It's just crazy.
Okay, so it doesn't help, though. The situation then becomes something even more, because we see the return on the same night of one Ben Castle. So now I can imagine emotions flying, just all of that going along. And now you have, again, the man that technically between you and him started this whole thing. Talk us through that now, of just, again, where are you and Ben Castle at mentally? Is there still love there, or is this a Frankie doing things for Frankie now?
As far as Ben Castle's situation, let's go back down the memory lane. He came to Titans. He wanted to learn. He wanted to be a professional wrestler, and at the time, it was a preacher was training, and then he hit me up and asked to help out, and I came, and then I started training. I'm teaching Ben Castle, and Ben Castle's a fast learner. Ben Castle's unbelievable. I saw great things out of Ben Castle. Me and him, we became cool, became brothers. Started talking to him. He was describing his world, and I'm sitting there, it's like, man, I remember back then, and when I was like a mere greenie in his position, I was thinking of like I was going to try to take over the world. I was going to, to do great things. So I saw everything in him. But then, as things got older, he had a temper. I get it. I had a temper when I first started. Everybody knew I had a temper. But he had a short fuse. He didn't like what anybody says. He don't like anything called past. He basically got me thinking of when I was old CZW and GCW, Frankie Pickard, and I was like, okay, I believe it. I understand. Let's join forces and get it popping. I believed in his world. But then, once we was trying to change and believe in his world, and I started realizing that in his world, in my knowledge was we were supposed to take what we want, but he started listening to people. Hey man, if you do this for me, I'll make you heavyweight champion. Would you do that for me, bruh? And all that stuff. And I'm looking at him like, bruh. And I talked to him, was like, no, man, if we get it, we take it. You don't sit there and somebody gets into your ear and you be like, oh, man, that'd be great. And then you left me hanging after you lost. You had so much potential. People would come to me, was like, yo, you supposed to be champion. But I was like, nah, my brother's the leader. He's the leader. He's the alpha of the pack. He's the champion. I'm just his right-hand man. But nah, he had people getting to his ears. He had people, I came to talk to him. Yo, bro, a lot of people saying you're the wild card. Oh, really? I'm the wild card? And then he sits there and he thinks that I'm the one that's calling him the wild card. It's crazy. And then you decide to disappear and you start attacking your own family. You attack your own family, and then you want to come back with loving arms and embrace with hugs and everything else. No. Keep that same energy when you left. When you left and you up there was talking about, you talked to you about your whole family stood by you, protect you, and did everything for you, and you stabbed us in the back. Oh, you think I don't watch everything on social media? You don't think that I don't pay attention? You forgot. I follow you. We follow each other on social media. You think I don't see it? But you sit there and you disrespect the sins. You disrespect everything that we helped and build. So you're talking about you're coming back. I mean, you came back to reclaim your world. What world are you reclaiming? Because last time I checked, when you tried to say this is your world, we supposed to take it. We were supposed to take over things. You were supposed to be champion by now. But no, that don't even happen because he had somebody in his ears and he felt soft. He felt real soft like a marshmallow. And then he believed everything. Then he disappeared. But he forgot one thing. When nobody.
Oh, give us 1 sec, ladies and gentlemen, as we have lost Frankie here. Hold on 1 second as we start getting, hopefully getting this connection back. Just give us 1 sec. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you get your tickets now for Monsoon. That will be happening this Saturday night. It is going to be a stacked event that you guys are not going to want to miss. Again, stacked card top to bottom that will feature the likes of the TCW Heavyweight Championship on the line as PJ Savage goes head to head with the Contra Unit's own Babatunde. You have our Chains match for the TCW Middleweight Championship, as it will be face defending against the Brooklyn Outlaw Donovan. You will have the Mob Fight TV American Championship on the line as Dr. Sleep Anthony Gangone defends against the Perfect Ratio Adonis Stone and Mr. James. We also have the TCW Light Heavyweight Championship on the line as Justin Bon Jovi defends against former champion Andre Paulino, and so much more. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you get your tickets now and be there for the 5th anniversary event. 5 years of Titan will be celebrated this Saturday at the Berkeley Little League in beautiful Bayville, New Jersey. And here we go. We got Frankie back in there. And here's Frankie.
Yeah, my bad, man. Everybody's calling. It's crazy.
All good, all good.
But as I was saying, is like as far as with Ben Castle, you know, you left us hanging. You turned your back on your fellow family, and now you coming back and you want to bring your family back and you want to reclaim your world. Is the world that you reclaiming falling with people in your ear listening and grant you promises that's never going to happen, then I don't want your world, bro. You might as well kick rocks and stay in your own fantasy world.
But we're starting to get those comments in. We got Liliana saying Frankie Pickle.
Yeah, man, these fans, man. Actually, man, I respect her because she's a respectful person. Um, she's been to Titans all around the world, like not around the world, but every Titans and stuff. Just showing love and support. So I salute you. You're the only person that actually will call me Frankie Pickles. I'm gonna let that slide. You know that.
But as we continue here, I'm gonna say they are an anonymous source, but I have to ask a question before we continue here with All Conversations Titan. I was told to ask you about a horse. Again, I'm gonna say it's an anonymous person. They do not want to be named, but I was told to ask about a horse.
Yeah. So so at H2O, I was wrestling there. I did things was going like ups and downs. We had the COVID situation happen. And then we did this thing called Back at the Saddle. So I was like, man, it's a great name. What should I do? I used to come out, I had the cigarette in my mouth and everything. So the only thing that popped in my head was like, yo, Tremont, yo, would it be all right if I get a horse? He was like, are you serious? So I was like, yeah, a horse. So he was like, man, if you can get a horse, yeah, you can come out with the interest and stuff. So I was sitting there, was like, bet. So I was so happy, I forgot. I was like, man, we in the city. How in the hell would I get a horse? So I started looking up things and everything else. So I come across this place. This dude answered the phone. And I was like, yeah, I need a horse for a show. And it was crazy because it so happened it was that Saturday that came up. So it was like short amount of time. So he was like, all right, we got 3 different types of horses. We have a pony. I was like, nope, that's not the picture. I ain't coming out with no pony. He had a regular horse, and then he had a carny horse. So I said, a carny horse. Now that caught my attention. So I said, what's the carny horse is? So he said, oh, we taught the horse how to breathe fire out his nostrils. So I said, yo, I want that horse. What you think that will be amazing? Me coming out there in my gear with a horse speaking out like blazing fire. So he was like, yeah, man, it's all booked up. And I was like, why would you tell me this? I was like,
What
oh,
offered a horse?
yeah, right. So I said, I get a regular horse. So he said, okay. So when the show happened, the guy actually came with the horse, so everybody's out there was looking. So at the time, my boy Devin Moore was it Devin? No, it wasn't Devin Moore. It was Drew Blood. He enjoyed everything. He said, "There's this guy got a horse." So he's like, "You ever rode a horse before?" I said, "Nope, not really." Hey, don't you think you should practice it? So I was like, "Yeah." So we sat there, we practiced it, and I was like, "All right, cool." So when my John came out there, um, the crowd was ready, and then the gate started opening. So the crowd started looking at the gate, trying to figure out what's going on. So once my song played, they saw me coming out with the horse, and they just started going nuts. They lost it. Commentary was like, "This dude, he he brought a motherfucking horse." It was great. It came out there. The crazy part was, uh, I guess because too many people was like flashes and everything else, it kind of freaked out the horse a little bit. So the horse saw that line, he couldn't cross that line. He started backing up and everything. So as soon as I saw the trainer look at me, she didn't have to say anything. I looked at her, she looked at me, we psychically linked. I said, "You don't even have to tell me." I jumped off the horse, came out there, it was like, we have brung a freaking horse. So that it was crazy. It's up there, it's still up there. It's probably on IWTV. It's called Back at the Saddle. That's what it was me, Lucky 13, and Johnny Nova. Johnny Nova. It was a triple threat match, and that was for the hybrid champion. That's when I won the hybrid title.
Got you. There you go. Again, we'll keep the person that anonymous, but that was just like about a horse, huh? Okay, we'll see what that's about later on with Frankie. But there we go. We got Wes, Kyle, and Rocco in the chat. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Much love always. Thank you guys for support. Um, but
That's
also
that's who replaced Ben Castle. Rocco. Rocco was our Deadly Sin member. That's who replaced Ben Castle. Rocco had more balls than Ben Castle.
here we go. We got Frankie motherfucking pickles. It's just gonna be a trend now, Frankie. It's just gonna
Oh,
be a
this
trend.
you know it's gonna be a trend, man.
But what's going on, everyone? Again, thank you guys for supporting. And now we get to the match. We get to it is official this Saturday at Monsoon. It will be a Deadly Sins collision, as it will be Frankie Pickard, Ben Castle, and Blocks all going head to head here. Um, but we call it a Deadly Sins collision. I have to ask before we even get to the match: is the Deadly Sins still a thing?
The Daily Sins has been trying to come together. We was together, we were strong. But like I said, ever since Ben Castle left, like I said, he was the leader. He was the alpha. He was the one he was basically the glue out of the chain. But once we saw how Ben Castle act, I stepped up, and then Blocks became my right hand man. And then me and Blocks right there. Notice we made history too. We, me and Blocks is the longest, and I mean the longest TCW tag team champions in the world. That means something. That speaks volumes. Um, we broke record. We made history. That's something I didn't understand. Why Blocks decide to do what he wants to do when you have that in your hands. But at the end, I mean, like I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Ben Castle, I done told him everything I know. I'm pretty sure when he was out to Disney World driving 50 cents cars, talking about push me faster, daddy. Um, he probably was training. Who knows? Uh, and then you have Blocks. He's out there doing whatever he wants to do. Probably get new lifeguard jackets or something. I don't know, but or he probably chasing deers. I don't know what they're doing, But as far as the deadly sins, I can't even tell you. I don't know if we ever will come back. I don't know if we will come together. I mean, family, we always argue. Sometimes family always come back. Um, but as far as that, nah. I think that is just building up my Team Pickard, um, going back to my old ways and showing everybody um, devastation and destruction. Faith witnessed it. Um, Me and Faith, shoot, we threw everything, including the kitchen sink. Um, but he witnessed it. A lot of people, even PJ Savage, witnessed it at Seaside. So you could see the change and transition, and me getting myself back to my old self. Just trying to get the cobwebs out, and then that's when the games begin.
No, I'll give it to you again. We saw it at Aftermath. Just a whole different side of Frankie. I haven't seen in a while. Just from you, I told you afterward. Just seeing that, imagining what that could be. That I felt like there were moments you could hear it again when you guys watched the replay of Aftermath. Hearing multiple times me and Harry believing you were about to become the new champion right there. So I can only imagine again that frustration building after unfortunately suffering that loss to face what that means now going into this one Saturday with two guys that I know there's not much love for anymore. So I can only imagine what that's going to bring out of you this Saturday. But also, I have to ask, you talked about that building up Team Frankie. I've seen one Robbie Romero's been hanging around you a little bit. Is that something you talk to us about, or are we keeping that on the wraps still?
Um, Robbie, he came to me. He asked. He wants to because he knows that. Like, let's be honest. Uh, I am the celebrity boxing super American champion. I held that belt for 3 years. Right now, I broke records with that. Um, just knocking people out. I went viral. Snoop Dogg shared my me knocking somebody out. Um, Robbie's seen all the potentials and he wants to learn, and I have no problem teaching. I see so much potential. Already, Robbie is definitely a star. He's a star in my book. Um, he's doing numerous things. I've done seen him, been watching his matches and everything else, and I'm 100% without a doubt know that he will be the next superstar of Titan Championship Wrestling. He is going to be on top faster than anybody else. Hell, even faster than Ben Castle. But I'm going to tell you right now, keep an eye out for Robbie. Me and him started coming to bond. You know, we're close. We're starting to become brothers. You know, now I just want to be clear. I'm still iffy on the situation with Robbie. You know, because like I said, it's just like you you're hurt with your own family. When your own family, you're hurt. So now it's got to take time. I have to pay attention. I have to take my time and see where things go between me and Robbie. So
Uh, Understood. I can imagine it also. Again, not trying to get you angry here, not trying to stir the pot, as I know many are going to say in the comments. It Paul, it boggles me a little bit that Robbie would want to align himself with you right now. Again, after what you did the blocks, like, can you even be trusted as an alliance member right now? Because you kind of sucker punched him, Frankie, just a little bit.
all right, you want to stir the pot? Well, let me help. Let me grab that spoon and stir it even more. See, Robbie came to me and he never did anything wrong. He knows, yeah, of course, you win some, you lose some, but he came to my aid. He stood there, he watched, he talked to me, yo, man, it's okay. Win, lose, it's okay. We still fighting. We're fighting champions, blah, blah, blah. But then, like I said, the difference between him and Blocks don't like to call anybody, don't like to let anybody know what's going on, like to leave somebody stranded. That was the reason why I punched him. That was the reason why I punched his blocks off. That was the reason why I did what I did. It wasn't the fact that, oh, I did that because just cuz. No, I did it because you was supposed to be my brother and you left me hanging. You left me hanging. Now we're not tag team champions, and it's your fault. It's your fault, Blocks. And I want you to think about it Saturday, till this Saturday come up. I want you to think about it. Marinate that in your head that it was all your fault. It wasn't mine because I'm not going to turn down the fight. I never turned down the fight. I'm going to still fight. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to represent. Why did I represent Deadly Sins by myself? While Blocks was out there probably relaxing and drinking his his pina colada or whatever he wants to drink. Uh, just I can do it, push and work while you can sit back and relax and stuff. Nah, I can't. I can't see that's how it happened. That's the reason why I had to do what I did. You about me? Why should I care about you?
Got you. Understood. Again, just asking the questions that I know the Titan Nation wants to know. They want to hear. They want to get ready as they're excited and getting motivated to be there this Saturday. It is the 5th anniversary event. Let's get into that because Frankie, you've been around with Titan for again through its years, through the growing years. What does it mean for you to be a part of this event this Saturday and being part of the monumental 5-year anniversary event with Monsoon?
Well, Titans is an upcoming promotion that has been 5 years strong, as I say. This is the 5th year. Um, just making a name for itself. Titans is just now coming into the radar of other promotions, and Titans is a whole different level now. Just um, to see what it's about. Yeah, you got the haters, you got the guys that want to lie and Google their X-rays and elbows and kneecaps and say, hey man, I need foundations and stuff like that. Well, Titans is not like that. That's the only reason why I respect Titans. Titans has been beneficial. It's been over backwards. Shriner. There's people. If like a couple of fellow wrestlers is in the roster, they probably hurt. We'll come for a benefit show for them. We'll do benefit shows. We'll go out there. We're marketing. We'll show the kids and we'll show the family. Now, remind you, this is not Frankie Pickard, the wrestler. This is Frankie Pickard, business wise. Titans is on a whole different level that you can see that there's definitely a movement there. There's an echo that's going straight out, and not too long, we got North Carolina that's going to come up, and we're going to start echoing out there. That makes us want more. We did last year. We did Philadelphia, and people were so amazed, and they want to see more of us. Everywhere that we're going to go, the people is going to love Titans. That's all I can say. That's all I can. I can let you know how Titans is. So when we have a monsoon, a 5-year anniversary, look at the stuff that we did in the past to all the way to what we did now. We have the production team, we have the writers, we have our security, we have our people different levels, and we got the big guy. We got Billy. Billy's up there busting his butt. He's He's traveling all around the world right now, and he's up there just to make sure Titans is still stable. And our job is to make the to put it on an announcement and let everybody know what Titans is all about and why we represent Titans and why Titans is the way it is. And that's the reason why I like it. I like the name Titans because Titans is the bigger than all is bigger than all gods. It's the Titans. Fear us because we're making noise. So that's what I like about it, and that's the reason why I'm so proud to be in that 5-year anniversary of Monsoon. It's going to be amazing. A lot of good, just from looking at the cards and everything. It's going to be one hell of a show.
Agreed. Definitely agree on that. But look at that. We have Amanda. I'll be speaking to tomorrow on Respect the Craft. We have Ben Castle in the chat saying I've beaten both you and Blocks on separate occasions at Monsoon. This weekend will be no different. This Saturday, I bury my sins and I reclaim my world.
See, that's what I'm talking about. He's reclaiming his world. What world did he reclaim? What world are you reclaiming? Oh, the people that gets into your ear, that whispers sweet nothing to you in your ear saying, hey, if you do this for me, I swear I'm going to make you some type of champion. And then you're going to be like, would you do that for me? I saw the glare in your eyes, bro. I saw the twinkles in your eyes. This is not the Ben Castle I first seen. So if you want that, you want to reclaim that world, Ben Castle, by all means, that is all you. You can reclaim, I don't care if you reclaim Neverland. All that I'm telling you right now, Ben Castle, is a whole different ballpark. When everybody said that they wanted a CZW, GCW, Frankie Pickard, and they seen what I can come out with, a huge change. This is not Titans Frankie Pickard. This is not still smoking Frankie Pickard. This is an old Frankie Pickard that I buried so long because he was the most dangerous person. I hurt a lot of people's feelings with my promos. That people will come to their bosses, to the owner of the company and say, "Yo, I don't like how Frankie is saying stuff or writing stuff down on in his promos. It makes me feel uncomfortable." That is the Frankie Pickard. That is the Frankie Pickard that nobody. No, I think I can't even say nobody. Everybody's afraid of. That me as a person, as my old self, don't give two shits about.
Well, then there you have it again. No love lost there. It is going to be a fight this Saturday night. You have Ben Castle trying to just stir up that emotion there. But again, we'll talk to Ben tomorrow. We will have Ben on Respect the Craft. That is going to be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Don't miss out on it, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue this bit of a little bit of a Titan week here. We're doing a little bit of a Titan week to prepare for this stacked event this Saturday. But again, like we said, if you haven't already, make sure you get those tickets now because they are going fast. Front row is gone. Second row is basically gone as well. Get your tickets right now for Monsoon right there. Link also in the description down below. But again, Frankie, before we start letting you go, I just have to ask though, again, we're going into the new year. We're going into this matchup Saturday, but past this collision with the Deadly Sins, what are those goals for 2025 in Titan Championship Wrestling?
The goals is to do what I want to do, have the best matches in the world. I'm going to make sure that they're going to be 5-star matches. Grab gold, and whoever crosses Picard is going to get dealt with. So my message to everybody in the roster, I don't care if y'all don't like me, because I don't like y'all either. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, when y'all have to go against me, I want y'all to elevate them knuckles and show me your hands. And I'm bringing NyQuil and pillows so y'all can sleep beautifully. And then when y'all wake up, y'all gonna realize never to cross Frankie motherfucking Pickard. That's all I had to say.
Got you. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you are also following Frankie on all of his social media. Links will be in the description down below. Also, make sure you follow him right there on his Instagram, right there, Frankie Pickard Pro. Also, make sure you are following all of us on social media right here. That's going to be the RTC Pod on both Instagram and X right there, as well as we got to promote it as well because we are here. Don't forget, Respect will be happening Saturday night, July the 19th. Get your tickets now as those are going fast as well. But Frankie, again, thank you so much for joining us here, brother. I can't wait to see you Saturday. And again, it's good to see the old Frankie back. It's good to see the old Frankie back.
Oh man, it's good to be back, and it's a breath of fresh air, and just to see y'all enjoying these matches that I'm having upcoming. Yeah, be surprised for some more.
Gotcha. And everyone watching, don't go anywhere. At 8:30 p.m., we'll be back with none other than TCW's own Jeanette, as we'll be talking her photography and so much more. But as always, guys, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, respect the craft. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, everybody.